For long multiplication with decimals, you can get two different types of sums. First of all, on the left here, we've got a sum where we've got only one number with a decimal point. And we've got on the right a sum with two numbers with a decimal point. The first sum on the left is the kind of sum you will get where it might say there's a bag of sweets that cost £2.38 and you have to buy 37 of them. How much will it cost altogether? And the one on the right is where you are multiplying numbers which both have decimal points, and this often comes up when you're talking about the area of a piece of carpet where you've got a length of 6.7 metres maybe and a width of 2.49 metres and you have to multiply them together. The way that you tackle these is different. So first of all, if you've got one decimal point, this is the nice easy one. All we have to do here is carry on and do the normal multiplication sum, and then when we finish, we drop the decimal point vertically into the answers. So here goes, we've got 8 sevens are 56, 3 sevens are 21, add 5 is 26, and 2 sevens are 14, add 2 is 16, so we get 1,666. Apologies, that's not very clear. We lay an egg, as usual, for when we're timesing by the 3. So 8 times 3 is 24, carry your 2. 3 times 3 is 9, add 2 is 11. And 2 times 3 is 6, add 1 is 7. Now, as usual, you add those two numbers together. So that will give us 6, then 10, then 8, and then 8 again, and then all you have to do is drop down your decimal point into that answer. So if it was a question that said bags of sweets cost £2.38, I buy 37 of them, how much does it cost for the 37 bags? It would be £88.06. Now, for when you have two decimal points, it's a little bit more challenging. Lots of people feel very uncomfortable if you don't line up the decimal points, but the right way to do this, or the most common way, is to imagine that there is a wall going down the side here and shove those numbers against the wall. Each of the decimal places goes into a box and the decimal points go on the line in between them. And then you pretend that those decimal points are not there and you multiply 249 by 67. We then adjust the answer later. So 9 sevens, 63. 4 times 7 is 28. Add 6 is 34. Carry your 3. 2 times 7 is 14. Add 3 is 17. So multiplying by the 7 we get 1743. Don't worry about the decimal points at all for now. Then put your 0 in. That's your laying an egg. So 9 times 6 is 54, exactly the same process as usual. 4 times 6, 24, add 5 gives you 29, carry the 2. And then 2 times 6 is 12, add the 2 is 14. So now let's add those together as usual. 3 and 0 is 3, 4 and 4 is 8, 7 and 9 is 16, and then you get a 6 in the next column and a 1 in the end column. Now, to decide where to put the decimal point, this is where you have to look back at the question itself and circle all of the digits which come after a decimal point. Here I've circled 3, so I'm going to start with the decimal point at the end of the question and I'm going to move it back 3 places because that's the number that I circled, and that gives me an answer of 16.683. You can use estimating if you like. So for example, this number here will be roughly 2 and this number here will be roughly 7 if you do rounding, and 2 times 7 is 14. So our answer would be roughly 14. If we put our decimal point exactly where it is, that is the only place you can put it where your answer is close to 14. Hopefully that will help you to tell the difference between the two different types of questions.